I've been gambling for a long time. Online, in person, now with these new apps. So I'll tell you right now, a very important part is getting your money in, getting your money out. A lot of different payment solutions have come across the last couple of years especially. We're going to explain in this video all different ways to deposit and withdraw. You are already at a disadvantage when you're playing with any sportsbook laying 11 to 10. So not only taking advantage of those bonuses, but also take advantage of the payment method that doesn't cost you the most. Just because you're going to use one of your credit cards, make sure you know that, hey, they're not going to charge you a cash advance fee. That's happened to me. When you deposit money, how long is it going to take between processing the actual credit card or wherever your deposit method is and getting it onto the site to make a bet? And maybe more importantly is, how much money is the casino or sportsbook going to charge you to process that fee? Or there's a bank processor involved here. Personally, I don't use anything where I have to pay a fee. I'm either going to get the site to pick up a fee, or I'm just going to do what I always do and use cash. I hate paying any kind of fees. It's so hard to win as it is. Bank transfers or ACH methods. This is an old school way of doing it. I've been doing these for years, where you're sending deposits from your bank account to the site. And usually there's not such big, heavy fees involved. So I actually don't mind that, especially if the fees are being picked up by the sportsbook. So there's also EWallets, your PayPals, your net tellers. You can actually deposit from them onto the site. Same thing though, make sure you don't pay those big exorbitant fees. Check out with the institution first or the site first. Yeah, the fees usually are something like 2-3%, something like that. You really don't even want to go above that though. That's why I'd rather use a PayPal than use a credit card that's going to charge me a processing fee of 8.9%. Obviously, the EWallet's much better. Another popular way to deposit with these online sports books is these prepaid cards. Some of the credit card companies still deny the credit cards when it comes to any kind of a gambling site. Now, again, there's a fee associated with that. You buy a $500 card, they charge you $3.99 or $4.99. I don't like doing that, but I understand the reasons why you have to do it sometimes. So when you go to a tourist destination like Atlantic City or Las Vegas, choose a location that has an app you can fund right there at the sportsbook. Maybe have one across the street or next door that you can also fund with cash. This way you have more options of just betting with the sportsbook you're staying in. As a general rule, I never go and put money in a sportsbook, right before the games, or I don't even do it on the weekends. I want to do it early in the morning or literally late at night when everyone's cashed out already and there's no one at the counter and there's no rush to get your bets in. So you want to make sure you're prepared. Part of being prepared is having your account financed at the right time. Make sure you're not using money you shouldn't use. And that means if you're using a credit card with credit, that means it's money you don't have, but you will potentially have to pay back with interest or juice. So I don't recommend anyone using credit cards for any of these sites. I like using cash, but I understand you can't use cash all the time. That's why we talked about these other methods, the bank cards, the e-wallet. But again, I would put that credit card at the bottom of my list of ways to fund and finance these accounts. The key to deposits and withdrawals is to make sure you read the fine print. Understand how it works before you deposit. And if you have any other questions, head over to WSN.com.